The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. He was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different and is going to knock him off his game?
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McCloud. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have regained the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Off the play fake, Winston.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Samson Abukum drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
3rd and long for Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Winston now. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Niners at 6-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Jameis now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On play action, Winston. That one complete to Hill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Powering forward. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Garoppolo on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down, Winston.
Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 1st down throw for Winston. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McCaffrey off right tackle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Demario Davis there on the stop.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Ingram again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Winston. Got an open man, it's Washington. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They give to Ingram up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a run up the middle with Washington. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
To throw is Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Washington.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Ingram is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Garoppolo again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall